almost 70 years old. I've never felt more alive in my life. I've never felt the closeness of interaction with people, having discussions about life. And maybe it's caused a little bit by the war, but there was this heightened feeling, a sense of this is as good as it gets in life in a very, very good way.
Aurora resident Jim Gamache made his second trip this year to Ukraine from September 11th to October 22nd. Gamache was determined to make a difference after meeting a mother and her son at the Ukraine-Poland border during a solo hiking trip in 2022. He made his first trip to Ukraine back in May, spending 4 weeks volunteering with a kitchen and Brave to Rebuild, an organization that restores Ukrainian cities and villages. He considers his first experience to have been a 100-level college course, while the second trip to Ukraine was postgraduate level. During the second trip, Gamache spent most of his time in Kharkiv. He worked with an organization that provides items of need for those in Ukraine.
I work with Frontline Kit, which is an offshoot of Frontline Kitchen. Their sole efforts are around making the dehydrated meals for the soldiers. Frontline Kit works at providing aid to civilians and children, whether it be food packages, the energy bars, and also raising funds for soldiers that need vehicles. There's this kind of a loose-knit group of people that continue to do work there. People come in, they come out, but there's several that remain there. I was able to go back and reconnect with some of those people who have remained.
Though more comfortable with his surroundings the second time around, Gamache saw the horror of the war firsthand at the Church of Transfiguration in the city of Odessa.
The Russians struck one of the most historic churches in the Russian Orthodox religion. Killed one person, wounded a number of others, but it was amazing how citizens came here to clean up the rubble. And although there's still a tremendous amount of work to be done, certainly things are on their way to recovery.
While traveling through the village of Dovienka, Gamache met several residents who endured many hardships but managed to stay positive.
I can tell you that every single home was destroyed. And the first couple that we met showed us their garden out and back, and they shared the story about how they had demined their own garden so that they could plant some vegetables. The next place we went, we met an older woman, Irina, and her home had really been hit hard, but she had had some colored paint. She'd painted flowers on the side of their home to make it just feel a little bit better.
Gamache said the most important item for Ukrainian soldiers is tourniquets.
I was able to contact my friend in Lviv on the other side of the country. And in this case, he said, Jim, I actually have 16 here. I can send them to you and have them there in 2 days, if that's okay. And I said, absolutely. And they arrived, and you would have thought I gave them gold. But at the same time, it was also disheartening that all we had was 16, because they could use hundreds.
Gamache returned to the United States in October with the token of appreciation for all his hard work.
He had a friend carve this, hand-carved, and then it's engraved. It says, to Jim Gamache for helping Ukraine.
Though he hasn't finalized the dates of a third trip, Gamache has no doubt another experience in Ukraine is in his future.
I feel that's actually my mission now. I've been told I'm in my element now, and I want to take advantage of it at this point in my life. Maybe a bit selfishly, but I'm hoping that, as they say in Ukrainian, malo pomalo, little by little, that what I do will help others in this battle of good versus evil.
Frontline Kit is currently accepting donations on their website. Reporting for Naperville News 17, I'm Will Payne.